You know what honestly made me who I am today? Was not caring what people thought, what people wanted me to do. Like, I never went with the crowd. And when I look back at other people and I see where their life is at, and the reason why I moved from Detroit and came to where I'm at right now was because I wanted something better for me as well as my kids. But even when I was younger, I can't say I went and wanted to do everything that somebody else was doing. First off, I always knew if something was meant for me or not. Second off, it was just something that turned me off about being just like everybody else. And it wasn't like, oh my God, I wanted to do it. It was the fact that they were trying to force me to do something or be somebody that I was not. And I was not okay with that. But with that being said, it's the same thing that I tell my kids. Don't go with the crowd. Be who you are. Stand out. Because with you honoring yourself, that's the only way that you can truly love yourself. And that's the only way that somebody can actually see your worth and see who you really are. But at the same time, I mean, don't get me wrong, I did do a lot of things that I did not want to do growing up. Exhibit A, I didn't want to be molested. I didn't want to be raped, you know. And then when I did start having sex, it wasn't because truly I wanted to have sex. The first time that I decided to have sex, I just wanted to prove a guy wrong and show him you just one of many, which he was one of many. And one of many don't mean that you a hoe, because yet again I was not having sex, but it was just one of many of the niggas that I was talking to, and I found out he was fucking his cousin. So with that being said, I broke up with him, and he had an attitude, and he tried to get in my face. So I called another guy that I was talking to that was a hustler, and I left with him that night with my cousin. And then from there, I ended up staying drunk and high and ended up being with my daughter's dad that was like 10 years older than me or a little bit more. And mind you, this is all after high school. I didn't start doing anything until after high school. But I realized I could have made different choices, even with me being more mature from raising kids and having a lot of stuff physically and mentally happen to me and me to see it. When I look back on different things, I don't feel like it happened to me. And I don't feel like it happened for me. It was just something that I had to go through and to overcome, because it made me fight harder. It made me stand to who I was more. It showed me what I did not like and where I needed to speak up. And even as I got older, in multiple different relationships, from my other children's father to the relationships that I have with my siblings and cousins and different individuals, you know, even friendship, it makes me stand up and say, no, this is not for me. I will not take it. So if you choose not to change, then we have no more connection. And I will not be willing to open myself up to you, if it makes sense. So, like, even though I have went through a lot of hardship that could have destroyed me, and a lot of people ask me why am I still alive to this day, or why didn't I just let it overcome me. And truth be told, I was a scrapper, and I kind of wanted to prove everybody wrong, including myself. But with that being said, I knew I was more than what was happening around me. I knew it was a reason why I was here, and it was and it was just more for me to be somebody's object or somebody's affection or somebody's punching bag. I was meant for more than what others saw me as, which made me feel like I needed to start living for myself because I needed to be who I know I could have been.